What up, all my fight fans? This December 2nd, this Saturday, we got ourselves one hell of a fight night. We got ourselves probably the most hype fight this year, honestly. We got ourselves a bare knuckle fight. We got ourselves Eddie Alvarez, the Underground King, taking on Mike Platinum Perry, the Bare Knuckle King. Yes, in a bare knuckle fight, we got these two guys squaring off. We're not even squaring off, circling off in the circle, in the ring, in bare knuckle fighting. Guys, I cannot wait for this fight. I really cannot. I am so pumped for this fight. These two guys are just all action, all violence, all team violence. Seriously, I mean, name a boring fight that Eddie Alvarez has ever had. Name a boring fight that Mike Platinum Perry has ever had. None. None. You know, especially with Eddie Alvarez, who is the Underground King. We remember his fights in UFC, guys like Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. He has some really great fights, great legendary fights there. Then, of course, in Bellator, we remember his little back and forth with Michael Chandler. I mean, the guys who, when it comes to fighting, when it comes to bare knuckle, well, not even bare knuckle, excuse me, when it comes to throwing hands, the guy is all action, all must-see TV. He made his bare knuckle fighting debut a couple months ago, fighting Chad Mendes. He beat Chad Mendes, and it was a really good, fun fight as well. Very fun fight. Now, we already know Platinum Perry, excuse me. This guy's pretty much finally has his home in bare knuckle. You know, he looked at all his other fights in the UFC. It really didn't go too much his way. You know, a lot of wrestling, a lot of grappling. It really wasn't his forte. But now, with bare knuckle, it's just like he found his home. It's like he's born again. The guy is just seriously the best at what he's doing right now. I don't think there's another fighter out there that could do what Michael Platinum Perry does. So we've seen him against Luke Rockhold, completely destroyed him. We've seen him against Michael Venom Page. You know, it was a great back and forth fight, but he got that done as well. Julian Lane got that done as well. I mean, he has literally went against all comers, and now he's taking on the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez. So what do we say to this? Well, I think that Mike Perry has a real good advantage, because even though Eddie Alvarez, this is his second fight, and we already know he is used to throwing hands. He's not shy from throwing hands. He's not necessarily much of a wrestler and such like that. He can do it, but he is definitely all hands when it comes to fighting. I'm talking about Eddie Alvarez. But with Mike Perry, excuse me, jeez. He literally, like I said, this is his home. This is what he loves to do. He loves to be in dogfights. He loves to just throw it all out there, leave it all in the ring. And I feel like this is what's really going to be, this fight is really going to be for him to grab and such, because he is going to be the bigger guy. He is going to be the more experienced guy. He is definitely going to have that to it, his advantage. Now, I do feel like when it comes to the boxing, I do feel like Eddie Alvarez is going to have a little bit of that, because he has a lot of experience and with a lot of different fighters using his hands. Now, it's a little different with the bare knuckle. You know, we all know you can be able to block when you have these gloves up, even if it's just a 4-ounce MMA gloves. But you can still have somewhat of a defense. When it comes to bare knuckle, there really is no defense. So I really do feel like Perry's power and his size might play a big factor. But when it comes to the boxing skill and when it comes to the speed, I feel like Eddie Alvarez has that. But going into this, I really do feel like I give Mike Perry the edge, just because of his size and because of his experience. Going against much bigger men, much more experienced bare knuckle men when it comes to this fighting style. But still don't sleep on Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez is a dog. Eddie Alvarez is going to come after it. He's going to go after Mike Perry, and he's going to give it all. He's going to leave it all in the ring. Guys, I really suggest you see this fight. Do not miss it. December 2nd, Saturday. Guys, tune in. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.